Warning! The following content may contain elements that are not suitable for some audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello everybody and welcome back to Geoguessr. We are doing a coastal world today. We are in Indonesia at Pesona. We were learning a little bit yesterday about Indonesian words and what they actually mean. However, I don't know what Pesona means. It might be the name of an island. It might be the name of this waterfall in the background. But we know we're in Indonesia. This is a coastal world. Arguably my worst fucking map. And we're doing 3-minute time challenge. Here's the Indonesian flag. One of these signs probably has some great information that we should be able to use to our advantage. However, I think we are going to fail at that today. Let's see if we can't just really quick find Pesona. Now, they could be the name of an island. We ended up on Sumba yesterday, over towards the west. It looks like they all have different names, but I don't think we're going to find the correct one. This is probably Timor. We have Watar, Alor, Palulembatara, unnamed islands. So we can't even rely on Pesona to find... Well, we can't even rely on the island names to find Pesona. Yeah, we're not finding shit. Which, not exactly what we wanted. Today we wanted to actually do pretty well, considering our worst map. If we can actually do good, that makes me feel good, and I hope you guys enjoy it that way, you know? But, again, I don't speak Indonesian. I don't know what any of these words mean, but we were hoping that it was going to be the name of an island. It does not appear to be so. It does feel like we are at a port. We do have a bunch of boats. That could be a ferry of sorts. Kind of feels like a port city. Yeah, no, this is definitely a fucking ferry. We have Jala Kuluar. What did we have? We learned Timor is east. That's the one I really remember. Derish Terlarang. Zone D. But the water's to our south. Oh yeah, this is definitely a ferry. Are we getting on the ferry? Can we get on the ferry? We cannot. So let's just keep going down. And this is the first sign we found, but I'm not seeing really anything down here. This is the visit, and then whatever this spells out. Kubulakluengua. It sounds French, alright? It sounds French from me trying to pronounce it. I don't think it's supposed to. We do also then have Bandar Lampung. That's actually, I think, something we've seen before. Balang Lampung. Sounds like the name of a town. Ooh. Well, we're out of time. Let's hope we're in the right spot. We're not. Here's Bandar Lampung. And then Bengkulu. So we should have gone over closer to Jakarta, which... not going to be their capital for much longer. And then we would have found we were by the seaport, which we already knew. Down by about 1,000 points. We got this. We're good. I see a bunch of Nordic flags already. That's the white and blue. That looks like it's red and white. I see the blue and yellow. So this is all the Nordic flags, I'm going to say. So we got Finland, Denmark, maybe Norway. This one's definitely Sweden. And Iceland would be over there as well. Is this a joke? Okay, we could fucking get out of there. Perfect. We do have the red houses. That's not going to be enough information. And clearly, with 5 different flags, we can't use that at all. Why have 5 flags? It's probably the middle flag that we need to pay most attention to. But we weren't able to get a clear shot from where we were looking. We do have the solid white lines, which I think gets rid of Sweden. We could try and find something else, but there is no center dividing line, which is generally what we would use to figure out if it was Finland or Norway. We do have language, and maybe we'll be able to find the center dividing line. What the fuck? Kristen double eyes Nanukurapunki. And I'm guessing Kristen Estad, Sastmola, and Mirikavaria. There's no accents to any of this. The double eyes is leading me towards Finland, but that's the only case of doubles in both of these. And if it was finished, I think we'd expect to see a little bit more of the duplication. It's now leading me more towards Estonia. But why would they have the 5 flags of the Nordic countries if we end up in Estonia? Sorry guys, I just sneezed a bunch. You know what? It's fall allergy season. And I am terrible with allergies. But you know what? I think I'm going to cut that out because you don't need to hear me sneeze 4 times in a row. But I think we're doing good. Clearly we don't know where we are. We know a general area. I think we could probably get away with guessing maybe Denmark. It does seem kind of flat. We don't see any real rolling hills. Obviously this is supposed to be a coastal world, so we do have water to our north. But that's all we got going for us. And again, Sweden, Finland, Norway. Tough to tell what these 2 are, but it's probably Denmark. And maybe... maybe Iceland. Doesn't feel like Iceland, that's why I think we're going with Denmark. So it's probably Finland, Norway, Denmark, Iceland, Sweden. Ends up being Finland. Alright. So the only reason we didn't go here was because of the lack of doubles. And we only found 1 case where it was double I. So that was the only reason we didn't go with Finland, and we did go with Denmark instead. Oh god, this is an island. It's flat as fuck. Swampy. Thin road, so it's definitely not the United States. Maybe Ireland? We do have water to our north, but I think the north part of Ireland's cliffs. Fuck, man. Not how I want it today. No, that water is way too nice to be Ireland. Is that something? Sgeir, S-G-E-I-R, no idea how to pronounce that, but it's in English. But that doesn't mean anything. It's gonna be tough to tell what side of the road we're on. It's in 2 different languages. I don't know what... Obviously this means toilets, but I don't know what language that is. Can we go down this way? Can we find a flag? EU-style plates with yellow in the back. Isn't that Ireland? So we definitely are in Ireland towards the northern coast. Or, if we zoom in, could be like over by Dingle. Let's go over by fucking Brandon. Why the fuck not? Oh man, not exactly how I wanted it to go, but it's working. So that would then make whatever we're seeing Irish and English. Passing place. I'd like to go. Thank you. I'd like to go further. Thank you. And then we do have like these lakes. So this section might make sense because then we got sources of water down here as well. We're actually probably like over here. Why the fuck not? Jamie Knox Water Sports Surf Shop. Can we find that? Probably not, but it's worth a shot, right? I'd like to find a surf shop, please. It's probably going to be in this town over here. Somewhere in this general area. Is there anything over here? Nothing. How close to the water is it? Pretty close to the water. There's the bed and breakfast. Is there a bed and breakfast? There might be too much over there. What about over by Brandon? Brandon's Point. Brandon Point and Brandon's Point. Really? You guys couldn't just agree on the point that you wanted to make it? Fuck. What about Clohane? Guest house and bar, Mount Brandon Hostel. There's too much out here, so fuck, man. Based on where this is parked, I'm thinking that we're on the right-hand side of the road, which gets rid of Ireland. But I don't know where else we could fucking be. And there's a reason that this is my worst map. There really is. We never really are able to find the clues that we need. And then a little tiny fucking island that never existed up until today, off the coast of Scotland. These never existed. I'm telling you now. There's the view, so it's Scottish. Which I guess makes more sense. Here's the Sgeir, which I guess makes fucking sense. But this never existed. These never existed. This never existed. Fuck this place. But we won by 14 points. I think that's worth something. Left-hand side of the road. Water to our east. Emu Park and Rockhampton. This sounds like South Africa. Spinnaker. Always something new. Keppel Bay Sailing Club. 60 Years of Memories. Feels pretty South African. Not South African, sorry. Australian. Kind of the same thing. No, they're not. Don't quote me on that. It could be New Zealand as well. So we got to keep that in mind. We got Allstate Boating, Capricorn Coast, Liquor Legends. God damn it, man. Can't you just be like the best hotel in Australia? Is that really that hard? It probably actually has a thing on it. Nope, it does not. Amazing. We do have the Anzac PDE. We have whatever this is, the Club of the Year. Okay. Let's just pretend that we know what we're talking about here. East Coast by Emu Park. It's gotta be Australia. There's no way it's not Australia. Emu Park, really? Cap Coast Fish Shack. Ice cream and gelatos. Charles on the beach. Like, come on. What kind of names are these things, man? Red Rooster. Alright. I can deal with that, right? Subway, whatever. Awesome nails. Let's just make a model hold her hands to her face. Looks like Barbie, doesn't it? Suba Express. Burials? Fuck this place, man. Fuck whatever. Capricorn Fruit Supplies. Jam Factory. Gypsy Lane. You know what? I think I have more fun looking at the stupid names for businesses people come up with. Because, like, I get it. I get what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to get something that stands out, right? But, Cookie. Property Agents. Community-owned baking. Yapoon. Day and Night Pharmacy. Moana Blue. That sounds pretty fucking, Hawaiian, doesn't it? Aus-wide, which I'm guessing is Australia-wide bank. Gives us even more credibility to guess where we are. But we're really not finding anything. I was hoping we would find more websites or phone numbers that we would be able to figure out. We were not. Hello Summer, the Living Shore. I don't even know what that means. Let's find one more stupid name. Here's the Yapoon, IGA. Ends up being a lot further north. Here is Yapoon, and Koos, Kui. How do you pronounce Cooee? Kui Bay? But it ends up being a lot further north than we would have probably ever guessed. Over by a place called Rockhampton, which we definitely figured out. Peaceful Bay, slippery area, high surf, strong currents. Don't miss. Don't miss the boat. Don't miss the beach. Don't mix with two X's? What the fuck? I don't care anymore. Alright. Peaceful Bay Sea Rescue. So we're in a place called Peaceful Bay. Doesn't feel like the United States. I think it's the shrubbery. Kind of feels like we would end up in Australia or New Zealand again. I could see this being South Africa as well. Definitely feels like we're driving on the left, although we can't confirm that yet. The sign's right there, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything. No, we gotta be on the right-hand side because of this. So on the right-hand side, it's in English, white divider line. Fuck. 90 kilometers. It's not Canada. Left-hand side of the road. What? So you're putting your signs on the wrong sides of the road. So we're in a place called Peaceful Bay. We need to find a highway number. That's probably our best. This is a tsunami warning sign. Peaceful Bay. Waste site. Peaceful Bay. Why would you name something Peaceful Bay? There's no way it's been peaceful there in its entire existence. There's no fucking way. Fuck. Damn it. Alright. If I had to guess, I think I'd guess Australia. I think I would guess Australia. South Africa's gonna be a close second. I don't think this is New Zealand. It doesn't really feel like the climate you'd expect, even though New Zealand has all four, based on where you are and where the mountains are located. But we're not finding any real clues during this besides Peaceful Bay in English. So, return to start. Water is again to our east. That is what's throwing me off. Maybe we go with New Zealand, go up here. Is there Peaceful Bay? Anywhere? Is this peaceful? Anywhere? Oh. Fuck. Fuck everything. Tasmania, maybe? Fuck everything. Let's just go Tasmania. At this point, there's no way we're going to win. This is our worst thing. I want to guess Australia. It's probably going to be like down here by Sydney. But, you know what? We're shit out of luck. Ends up being South Africa. No, that's Australia. Here's Peaceful Bay. So there's plenty of locations that I'm clearly not able to find. I would have never even guessed the western part. I would have still guessed over here anyway, so we would have probably gotten around the same score, regardless if we guessed Tasmania or not. Australia, man, not exactly something we're able to do. That Finland, though, that was tough. We had all 5 flags. So it's always tough to tell based on the flag setup which one is going to be the one when you have multiples. But let's check out the full results. Let's see how everyone did. And hopefully the bug was resolved. It was. So Screenshot the World's coming in first place. 22-328. Martin not too far behind. Followed by Debre, also not too far behind. Looks like Australia, man, was a killer for a lot of people. Bierlingo at 16.9, Benedict Schwanker at almost 15, going with Venezuela? Which, I don't know, some tiny little piece of shit island off of Venezuela, which I don't believe actually has coverage, but even still able to kick my ass. Am I the only one who didn't guess Finland? I was the only one who didn't guess Finland. You know what? The double eyes should have been enough to move our guess to Finland. It was not. Australia fucked everybody. That wasn't easy. That was not easy at all. But that's all we got for the day. Thank you all so much for being here. I do hope you all enjoyed, and I look forward to seeing you guys all bright and early tomorrow for another episode. Have a good rest of your day, and bye-bye.